Oh, you got to.
Whenever you ready, alright? You finna go to the restroom?
Y'all go ahead, man.
Yeah, it's on, man.
Alright, first off, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua for once again sending us out here to do this work. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, the great millstone, and peace and blessings to the brethren out there that's toiling in this work, man, with all truth and sincerity. Alright? Alright? We're the Hebrew Israelites. We come out here week in and week out for the sole purpose to fist for the elect and to prophesy the downfall of this wicked place that you call America, which goes by many code names in the scriptures, man. Mainly Babylon, because this place is nothing but confusion. And the main people that get confused is 2/3 of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. These heathens get a gist of what the fuck is going on across the world, man. They might not have the full drop, but they pay attention to the things that's going on with the economy, the state of war that the whole world is under. But you niggas, Latinos and Native Americans, y'all think that nothing in the world is gonna affect you outside of the community that you live in.
Yep.
You think that I'm in the hood, this is all it is. Whatever going on outside of here don't affect me. When this whole Bible entails everything that goes on in this world.
That's right.
From the beginning of it until the end of this kingdom. Going into the future kingdom, which is where Israel is gonna rule forever, man. So this whole book is about you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. But y'all fail to realize that. The main part of that is us being punished, man. So everything that go on in this earth is centered around the nation of Israel, man. And it's gonna affect you if you want to ignore the state of the economy. When you carry your ass in there to get your groceries, there's a reason that the prices keep fluctuating. And right now it's not fluctuating, it's steady going up. Hey, grab that, you got a precept? Go ahead and get straight to that Psalms 83.
Psalms 83 and verse 2. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
That's right, they that hate thee, man. You don't just have one enemy. Your main enemy is this so-called white man.
Gone.
But he's not by himself. He's a spearhead, the one mainly in control, but he got the rest of these heathens in cahoots with him. And they working hand in hand for a sole purpose, man. Which y'all fail to realize, all these other nations have some gist of who you are. Even if they can't say just verbatim, man, that's the children of Israel, but they know it's something about these people, and I can't stand them.
Right.
But you know what I'm gonna do? I got this so-called white man that gave me the liberty to make a profit off of these people, man. And if they do know who you are, they damn sure not gonna tell you, man. Get that in Revelation. Read on.
Verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones.
Against our hidden ones, man. Every other nation can get on Ancestry.com and have a nice, good time looking up their roots, man. Going back in the history of people. Before them slave ships hit these shores, that's as far as you niggas gonna get, man.
Right, I'm gonna say this too, they can go so far into their history.
Yeah.
Like, as far as the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans can go is basically to about the 1500s, and then the history stopped, or basically the 1500s, you know, and then the history stopped. These other nations can go further into their history on their nationality, but then it's even a cutoff point with them because of the so-called white man and gave them these
bywords.
Yeah, these bywords and proverbs as names, you know. Because like Asians, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna get right. Asians believe they call themselves Asians, and that go back to the so-called white man. That's a white man name.
Right. Yeah.
But go ahead, bro.
That just go in to show you how the so-called white man just stole everything on this earth, man, and just spelled a whole bunch of bullshit out there to keep everybody with a veil over their eyes. The so-called white man, he's a studious devil, man. and a hell of a devil, man. He's deceived on a perfect level, man. He's doing what the Most High created him to do. And one of the main deceptions, like going along right along with what the brother said, was giving y'all a false understanding of who you are, even the other nations.
Yep, but they in a way better state. They know a lot more than what about their roots than what the nation Israel know.
God.
They don't know shit. But slave ships and the Latin tribes believe that they got over here through the Bering Strait.
Yeah, that they descendants of Gooks.
Yeah, it's also they descendants of Spaniards. I heard some people.
Yeah, well, yeah, that too. You right.
Say our mother country, Spain. I'm like, you just go there, you wouldn't get treated right.
Yeah, a lot of them want to be Spaniards and stuff.
Read on. Start that verse 3.
So Psalms 83 and verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against our people.
Crafty counsel, man. The other nations, they all even though they in competition for the ruler seat, but they know that this main objective needs to take place, man. And this is not something new. This has been in plans for thousands of years, man. They know that this is a special people, man. Throughout history, when you get into the history of this Bible, man, the other nations fear and can't stand our power, man, because they know that power will reign supreme. When he's dealing with his nation, when they in a good position. But the Most High been cursing and putting hell on Jake. Now that these other nations, they done got away from that mind state when they used to be in, man. Oh, that's speaking on the power of Israel.
Yeah,
they don't have that fear no more. Don't fuck with them people right there. Those are chosen people. They got a power that'll mess you up, man. On a whole nother level.
Right.
Why? Because we so far in being under these curses. So they looking at, that's why the scriptures tell you, they laugh and mock when they look at the children of Israel. Those supposed to be God's chosen people. Look at them, man. They walking around with their pants off their ass. They women is twerking and half naked. A goddamn grown ass Jake can get snatched out of a car and his ass tased and beat, man.
Yeah.
We don't have no more might. The only power we have is in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. And the way you're going to display that is by hitting these highways and byways and pushing this word until the Most High send his son back to free us, man.
Hey, can I say something, Mark?
Yeah.
And even though that we're under these curses in a low state, these other nations, these heathens, they still know it's something peculiar about the nation Israel because we jumping out the roof, running faster.
Yeah.
And they even know, Jake in a dumbified state, but they know that it's something special about us.
Right.
And they can't stand us. And they say, damn. They know that it's been a conspiracy plotted against us, They
was breaking down LeBron James, just him dunking, and they had to go into science. They say we need a scientific explanation for this shit.
Yeah, the white man say this we freaks of nature.
Yeah, freaks of nature. Nah, we didn't drop down from our true state, man. Yeah, hey man, knock that out real quick and then give me that Revelations. We'll get in that Deuteronomy.
Alright, Psalms 83 and 4. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation.
Read the previous verse one more time.
Alright. Psalms 83 and 3. They have taken crafty counsel against our people and consulted against our hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
That's right. Cut them off from being a nation, man. And that's been done. That was concluded during that hardcore bondage, man. The so-called devil, he started with you Latin tribes with this harsh slavery, where he'll pretty damn near wiped out Ephraim, so-called Puerto Ricans, on down the line to Judah, man. The nation of Israel then succumbed to the worst type of slavery possible, man. Until the kingdom come. Because you Edomites, y'all think y'all done it. Y'all think y'all put us through the most horrific. You ain't seen horrific, man. Y'all got a spiritual ass whooping coming, man. And not saying it in a spiritual sense No, it's gonna come in the physical because the Most High is gonna give his men, the men of Israel, and put it when we back in our full glory, spiritual powers, man. So we gonna be able to torture and punish you goddamn devils on a whole nother level, man. For things like this, let alone off top, man, taking our nationality from us, man.
Right, that's it.
We was fucking Africans and Mexicans and Guadeloupans and all the different titles that we've been subject to, basically forced upon us, man, through his witchcraft and media and looking up to whatever sellouts he put in position, man, to get Jake to accept the damn name.
And the main way is through beating. They beat it out of us when we was in hardcore slavery. You know?
That's it on that. Give me that. You still got Revelation? Because these other nations, man, you got a lot of people. They know who the children of Israel are, man. Concerned as far as these other nations, you think they gonna lift a finger to try to tell you when they got an upper hand in this society? You think they gonna do something to help benefit you that's gonna stop what they got going?
Yeah.
Was hell keeping their kids in the best colleges? Not even in damn nation. Other nations don't even realize they trapped up in this system too, man. Sending your kids off to college, man. What's up?
Now I was gonna say the man, you know, the one that's over this whole thing is actually the one that's calling themselves the Jews.
Yeah,
God.
right.
Jewish.
Right.
You know, they was the ones responsible for the transatlantic slave trade.
Yep.
You know, they the ones sponsored the ships, funded the ships to be in the water to transport these so-called Negroes through the Atlantic.
Yep.
Whatever.
This is Micah 2:1. It says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning..."
Hey, stop right there real quick, man. And I always mention it because that's the first thing Jake want to say, man. Well, our people do wickedness too. Our people work iniquity. They sin. They the ones. It ain't the white man in the neighborhood killing each other. No, but guess what the white man did do? He supplied those fucking guns that come off the ports and make it into the neighborhoods. He fucking deprived Jake from being able to get a job to feed his family. He pushed, let the dope come in the country for Jake to get a hold of.
Yep.
So if you want to look at something, look at the fucking cancer on the earth, which is a so-called white man. And quit being so fucking closed-minded and just focus on what you see around you, man.
Yep.
Go ahead. You had something you about to say?
Oh, no. This is Micah 2:1. "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand, and they covet fields."
Real quick, and I said that originally because this scripture is not just talking about any old person, man. It's talking about these elites who got the power to affect the whole earth by their sanctions and rules and regulations that they pass down, man. The whole structure and platform that they have to affect the whole earth, man. Your everyday life, they can dictate, man, because they got the true money. They don't have not dealing with no FRNs, man.
And they create the money. The FRNs that these Americans use, that's the elites create that for us. That's slave money for you, us, well, everybody in America.
But man, the apostles of the great millstone, man, they the ones have pushed about, man, getting, man, basically, man, for brothers in the truth, man, if you can't keep a job, get a hustle going on. And I'm saying this because I had got my first truck or whatever I ever had, and man, you can generate some type of little money if you got a truck. I was helping somebody move, and I met them up at Cons, and they was looking at the price. They say, man, yesterday that shit was $800. Today it's $1,400. And they couldn't even grasp the concept of how could that be? Because you got that shit coming from corporate. Dealing with y'all not paying attention to the economy and the stock market, that just shows you it's gonna affect you, man. you think that don't have nothing to do with you, it falls down to the bottom, man.
Trickle down.
In one day, a price of a TV or whatever jump $500, man. And that's just not with electronics. That goes from everything from your gas to your food, man. So you niggas gotta get it through your head, and if you don't, you just fall in a lot of the 2/3, man.
Yep.
That everything is gonna affect you, man. First off, because this is gonna make you the main target. This goddamn devil getting ready for to really go hard, really try to finalize his new world order. And he gonna kill his own people, he gonna kill off these other nations, but the main target is Israel. Going back to the scripture the brother read in Psalms 83, man. Because he wanna annihilate and wipe out Israel. Because we got the rights to the inheritance to the kingdom, man.
To the whole earth.
To the whole earth, come. Go through that one, I'll finish that last part and know some more too.
Come. It says, when the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand.
Yep, it's in the power of their hands to do it, man. Jake got a power to affect to go rob the dude down the street. But this devil got the power to go rob another country. To war with another, and not even do it himself. He'll start wars and skirmishes, and that's what's going on everywhere right now. He got the power to affect the whole world, man.
Yep.
It's been doing it since he came into power, man.
Hey, he got power to fund both sides of the war.
Yep.
That's what they do.
Yep.
That's how they get over.
He got the power to make sure he can have his agents infiltrate one side and start a so-called civil conflict to start a major war, man.
Yep.
And the European bankers are behind every war. It's not just a couple of wars they had something to deal with, no. They had their hand and structured all of this, man.
Con.
Go ahead.
Mainly the Rothschilds.
Yeah. Better saying off the international bankers